and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, where Barça have signed off before the international break with another big win in La Liga. And it came courtesy today of Robert Lewandowski, who delivered a hat-trick. And today, guys, it was your turn to get a clean sweep in the predictions. You predicted Lewandowski to score first and for Barça to win by 3. That all happened, and it was special. So let's talk about it now. Come on! And I would like to start here today, guys, by giving an extra special shout out and a big happy birthday to Mike, who is celebrating today, and I'm sure he's celebrating even more after such a great result for Barça. And also a big thank you to Bio from Paris, and he predicted 4-1 before the game. Very easily could have been there. Thank you for the unbelievable super thanks support. And when we're looking first of all, guys, at the starting lineup ahead of this game, because honestly, we weren't expecting Flick to rotate. We knew here that he'd go strong before the international break, and that's exactly the way that it worked out. There was one key change at right back, Hector Fort coming in, Jules Koundé finally getting a few minutes of rest. Of course, he's played so much this season. He was rested from the start, but did come on later in the game, and it was Ferran who started on the left-hand side, but he only lasted for 5 minutes out there today. He got injured there during a breakaway Barca move, one of the many counter-attacks that we saw in today's game. It looks as though could be a hamstring injury. We're hearing right now maybe around 3 weeks out for Ferran, so he's definitely going to be out for Spain in the international break, so he's going to have some recovery time there. And then immediately coming on was Eric Garcia there. So Barca changing approach there just a little bit. Pedri moving more advanced, Casado and Eric Garcia holding in midfield, and then Rafinha went back over to the left-hand side. But immediately after we'd made that change, we scored instantly. Barca had already had one goal ruled out for offside. Rafinha took a brilliant one there around the goalkeeper. That was just off. But it was from Rafinha's free kick there a few minutes later, whipped in with such pace on it. And Lewandowski used all of that pace on the ball there. It was great delivery from Rafinha. Lewandowski just cushions it. Doesn't actually get the cleanest of contact on it there. But it's an early goal for Barca. And whenever we score early in games, guys, I've got such confidence there. I've got such belief that we will see it through, that we will then go further and further ahead, because that's the way that we play. Once we get ahead and once we then force out the opposition to come and get an equaliser, to come and play, we exploit all of that space there that has been left in behind. Just look at the second goal. It starts from Alaves attacking. It starts there from them trying to put pressure on us until we say, I don't think so. This is our game. This is our moment. And when we break, we really break. And Rafinha for the second goal picks up the ball. He just absolutely explodes into all of that space there. Brilliant running from him. By the way, he could have easily taken on that ball himself. He could have easily scored himself from that position, but so unselfish there. With the captain's armband, leading by example, really mature decision just to pass the ball on, play it across goal to Robert Lewandowski, who gets his second goal of the game. And what about Lewandowski, guys? For me, he just looks transformed this season, but that's a strange thing to say when all that we've really done is actually put him back to what he was. You know, last season and before that as well, he was told to be a player maybe that he just wasn't. You know, we don't want him to be involved in the build-up play. We don't want to be dropping deep there on the halfway line, getting involved in passages of play. What we want from him, get near the area, get near the penalty box, be ready for anything that comes in and around that area, and he is. And when he is there, he's one of the best goal scorers in the world of football, and that is what we're seeing right now. And the good thing is, Hansi Flick came into Barca this season knowing what he had. He knows what Lewandowski is best at. He's worked with him for many years before. He's understood exactly what the assignment was, and we are seeing again the goal-scoring qualities that Lewandowski has always possessed. And of course, he got his hat-trick goal. I mean, of course he did. And I think the build-up actually is certainly worth speaking about here, because Marc Casado played such a good ball here, so incisive there to break the lines, to play it in to Eric Garcia. It's the two holding midfield players who are such a big part of this goal, and then Lewandowski's run. It is perfect there. It was absolutely beautiful centre-forward play. He times his run. He's on the shoulder. It is absolutely perfectly done. He goes actually away from goal then. You're thinking, can he find the finish? Yes, he can. He is Robert Lewandowski, and he has got a hat-trick today, guys. That means he's got 5 goals in his last 2 games. Absolutely unbelievable. Could have easily had back-to-back hat-tricks, by the way. And also, last season, it took Robert Lewandowski 24 games to reach 10 La Liga goals. This season, he's done it in 9, and that's what I mean. We are seeing the best of him, we are playing to his strengths again, and that is really, really important. But I think there were plenty of interesting moments there throughout that game. For instance, guys, when Alaves thought they'd gotten a goal back before half-time there, it was ruled out through offside, and that was a massive let-off, by the way, for Iñaki Peña, who we are going to come on to talk about. But let me just say, on the offside, because Alaves towards the end of the game also had another goal ruled out for offside, we caught them off 11 times. 11 times during this game, whereby again, you are seeing such a disciplined backline. Yes, it's a high line. Yes, it can be risky, but if you actually adopt this style and you're well drilled and you are organised and you all stay together and you understand the system, it can be incredibly effective. No matter what game you're in, no matter who you're up against, if that line is on point, you can consistently catch your opponents offside, and we've seen it all season long. 11 times today, Alaves offside. They must be absolutely fuming with us right now, but we have to talk, though, about Iñaki Peña, because like I say, he got a big get-out-of-jail-free card there, that Alaves goal. He got a hand to it, but it was nowhere near strong enough, and right throughout this game, to me, guys, he just looks like a guy who's devoid of confidence. He looks very, very nervous. I think as the Barcelona number 1, I think he feels daunted by that. I don't think that he's ready to step into this kind of role. We saw it last season when Ter Stegen got injured, Iñaki Peña came in, and he just doesn't seem to be able to cope with that kind of pressure, and you see it in his decision making. You know, he's coming for crosses, he doesn't want to catch them, he doesn't want to claim them, he wants to punch them away, sometimes missing them completely. He did make one good save in this game though, 1 versus 1, you have to give him credit for that, but I just don't think he's ready here, and that is why I think with the arrival of Szczesny, we are going to see him come in. Barca are going to get him up to speed, and Iñaki Peña, I just don't think he's going to be our number 1 for the remainder of the season. But we did have some changes as the game went on there. 67 minutes gone, it was Hansi Flick who came on, Lamine Yamal went off again, and also didn't look too happy about it. Once again, we saw it against Young Boys, whereby bit of frustration that he's not left out there longer, but Flick focusing there on getting him an important amount of rest. Koundé eventually came on, and Flick also made a real point of congratulating Hector Fort when he went off there as a sub to say, well done, you had a really, really good game. So that was nice to see there. And Ansu Fati came on. He had a few moments, didn't he, in and around the penalty area. He's trying to look lively, he's trying to be involved. You can see he desperately wants that first goal, and he came close to it. You know, he did have shots away at goal. It was good to see him getting a few attempts there and on goal, and he's just so close to that first goal on his return, but he hasn't quite been able to get it yet, guys. And I'm actually surprised in this game, I'm going to say, that Alaves maybe didn't get 1 goal. There was pressure on our goal, there were shots on goal, they were very, very close, hit the woodwork at times as well, but they didn't. And Barca in the end have won the game by 3-0, courtesy of that Lewandowski hat-trick. And don't forget, guys, that after the international break, we're going to be in such a stronger position. Don't forget that. With all the injured players that we have to come back, we're only going to add to this team. We're only going to add to the quality that we're seeing. The Hansi Flick football, it is continuing. The Hansi Flick results, they are continuing too. We remain top of the league, and we will be talking lots more during the international break about those absolutely massive games that we have to come here, guys. So do let me know all of your thoughts today in the comments down below. What did you make of Robert Lewandowski's performance and Barca as a whole? I will catch you all soon, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. But until next time, as always, Vizca, Barça.